A Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office sergeant says he was loudly insulted by a McDonald's employee last night in Katy.
He posted it on his Facebook page, the incident that is, and within just a few hours, it was a national story. Andrea Watkins reports live with details. Andrea?
Well, Don and Melinda, I am along the West Park, I should say the Westheimer Parkway, right at Mason Road, right here at this McDonald's franchise. In just a few minutes, we're going to hear from the owner himself about what he has done. But first, we want to tell you why this situation has gotten so much attention.
It was, like I said, very shocking and offensive.
Sergeant Michael Ross was leaving the McDonald's after a quick dinner at 5 p.m. Sunday when
he yelled it out, "F the police."
He was an employee at the restaurant, and right away the sergeant went to the manager.
And she stated she would handle it and turned and walked off.
So insult was added to injury.
I was expecting at least an apology at the moment and for them to resolve the situation.
But neither of those things happened. So Ross went to his Facebook page and typed in what happened and where to warn fellow officers.
If you want to sit and eat in peace, you may want to avoid that area.
The post has now been shared more than 18,000 times across the country, a much bigger response than Ross imagined.
It reassures me that law enforcement does get support from the community and as well as other agencies.
Ross says he has been in law enforcement 16 years and never had anything like this happen to him in a place of business. But this is the third incident disrespecting officers in 2 months that we know of. Early September, a Whataburger employee near Dallas refused service to 2 police officers, and an Arby's employee in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, turned away a law enforcement officer too. One of those employees lost their job, the other was disciplined, and now the McDonald's here in Katy is in damage control mode. And Sergeant Ross says he did get an apology from the franchise owner first thing Monday morning.
I spoke to the franchise owner, and I feel very comfortable with his resolution that he was going to handle the situation. I trust him.
And joining me now is the franchise owner, David Glazer. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks so much for this opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you what, for all the law enforcement officers who haven't had a chance to talk to you personally about what you're doing, can you please tell everybody how are you reacting to this?
Sure. We've had a lot of communication today. As you can imagine, it's been an explosive day for us, and it's been really trying. We've gone through the entire range of emotion today, from shock, anger, frustration, and just sadness over this event and a very negative incident that we're hoping to change into a positive. We have zero tolerance for harassment in our organization, and we're taking as quick as action possible to make sure that this isn't happening again. And we want to make sure that everyone knows out in the social media landscape, as well as all of our officers that we hold so dear in our hearts, that this is not something that's going to happen at our restaurants again.
Everybody wants to know, are you firing the employee or is there other discipline? And did you only react to this when you saw that it was so big on social media?
Well, as far as social media goes, first and foremost, it's great to see the amount of gratitude and appreciation for Sergeant Ross. That's something that's in short supply on social media these days, and it makes us proud to be part of our Katy community. As far as our employee, we are going through the HR process right now. Like I said, this has been explosive and it's attracting a lot of attention right now. We want to make sure that we're taking the proper steps to deal with this swiftly with immediate action.
All right. David Glazer, the franchise owner here at McDonald's, we appreciate it very much. And just so everybody knows, when I asked Sergeant if he would be coming to this McDonald's again, he said sure he would, because he said he did trust that the franchise owner was taking the proper action. Live in Katy, Andrea Watkins, Fox 26 News.